Hello Year 6, it's Miss Jobbins here with Wednesday's lesson 3 of your SPAG week activities. Now, as you know, we've taken these SPAG areas from our 2017 paper we completed in term 1. These are the areas that we'd like you to work on. So today we're going to be looking at prepositions. Now, prepositions we know, and my class in particular, Jet class, will remember, we've discussed them very slightly. Now, you may have done prepositions in year 4, year 5, but they're easily something to easily forget, and that's why we're focusing on them today. So before we start this lesson, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you all in your books or on your piece of paper to write down what do you think a preposition is. I'd like you to pause this video and write that down now. A preposition. Think about what is this title, what is a preposition, and can you maybe even put it in an example for me. Best of luck. I'm pausing this video. Speak to you in a moment. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Now, I hope that you've all written down what do you think a preposition is after pausing this video and you've had a go. Now, we know that prepositions are often or are a word, or a preposition is a word that tells you where or when something is in relation to something else. Examples of prepositions include words like after, before, on, under, inside, and outside. I always remind my class that if you think of the book of We're Going on a Bear Hunt, that is full of prepositions. So you need to think about maybe prepositions such as we're under, in, over. That's how I remember what a preposition is. So, for example, the house was on the hill beside a tree. In this sentence, on and beside are prepositions which show exactly where the house was. So the house was on, which is a preposition, the hill, beside, which is another preposition, a tree. So we need to think about the different prepositions that are used. Now, I take you through in these slides the rules. So prepositions are used to show the location, time, or movement of nouns, which we focused on last lesson. And if you can't remember, please remind yourself from the previous video, and pronouns, which we also discussed. So prepositions of location show the place or position of a noun or pronoun. So for example, the tools were inside the garden shed. Behind the cloud, which is a lovely fronted adverbial, the sun peeped, or Harry sat under the shady tree. We know that inside, behind, and can you guess which one is the preposition in this sentence? Perfect, under. So they all show the position or place of these things. Prepositions, we also have many prepositions of locations. Here are a few of the most common used words: beside, in front, near, above, inside, between, behind, far, below, and outside. I'd like you all to pause this video, and as quick as you can, I'd like you to write one sentence containing each of the 10 prepositions you have here. Pause this video now. Welcome back. Remembering, please, any work that you do, you need to upload to Dojo. So we'd like to see you have 10 sentences of these prepositions of location. These are the most commonly used ones, so you should be able to easily, also using these pictures in front of you, plonk them into a lovely sentence, hoping that we remember to use our Year 6 vocabulary and our thesauruses to upscale them even further. Can you now get yourself a green pen and throw some adjectives in there? Can you throw a simile in? Pause this video now. Hello, welcome back. Well done for pausing it. I'm super proud of you. Remember to upload this to Dojo. So we also know that prepositions can be used for time. Some prepositions show time. The most commonly used time prepositions are at, on, and in. So here we've got some examples. At the weekend, I'm going to the cinema. I go to swimming lessons on Thursdays. Leaves turn brown in the autumn. Can you very quickly identify, perhaps printing them off or just writing them down for time, which of the ones have we got here? So our first one is at the weekend, a lovely fronted adverbial there. It's adding more information to the sentence, but it's also showing a preposition of time. We know that on is our clear preposition, and we know that in is also it. We then also have many prepositions that show time. So before, since, until, by, before, during, as, past, two befores there, that's fun. So I'd like you now, again like before, pause this, quick as you can, thesaurus is out, and making sure that we use that aphorist or adjectives as well. Can you write me some Year 6 sentences containing our prepositions to show a signal of time? Pause this video, off you go now. Hello, welcome back. Don't forget to upload these sentences to Dojo. Well done for having a go. We also have prepositions that show movement or direction. So, Yasmin, zoom down the slide. Can you have a guess of which one this might be? This is a bit of a tricky one. The pig jumped into the pond. Talking with someone in your household, perhaps writing it down. The pig jumped into the pond. Which preposition? We know that shows a movement or a form of direction. Let's have a think. The pig jumped into the pond. Correct, the word is into. Well done. Last but not least, Ben reluctantly got out of bed. Can we think of which preposition, which one here shows a movement or a direction? Can you write it down? Remembering our lovely Year 6 cursive and joint handwriting. Superb, out of, because it's showing you us the movement. He's getting out of something. You don't say out bed, out of bed. So excellent. So here we also have that prepositions of clauses. Now, other prepositions can tell us about how something is caused by something else. So, due to the loud noise, Joy covered her ears. The match was cancelled because of the weather. Carl was admitted to hospital as a result of his blood test results. Can you use due to, because of, and as a result in a sentence now? Please pause these and have a go. You also have some prepositions can show subordinating conjunctions. Can you now pause this and have a pause? Can you think what is a subordinating conjunction? Excellent. Writing it down. You should have written down what do you think a subordinating conjunction is. We know that a conjunction is a word or words used to connect two clauses or sentences together. Words such as although, because, or when are often used. A subordinating clause or conjunction is part of a sentence that adds additional information to the main clause or sentence. A subordinating conjunction is simply the word or words that is used to join a subordinating clause to another clause or sentence. So, for example, he was annoyed, comma, the train had stopped. He was annoyed because the train had stopped. By adding because to my sentence, I've linked the subordinating clause, the train had stopped, with the main clause, he was annoyed. So for example here, after, before, until, as and since she won the contest, comma, Vicky had become famous. In this example, since is used as a subordinating conjunction to form a subordinating clause. So that is when a subordinating clause is part of a sentence that adds additional information to the main clause, so the sentence. I haven't had a shower since Tuesday. Ugh. In this example, since is used as a preposition. So this can be very confusing, we know. If the word is used within a clause that contains a subject and a verb, then it is usually being used as a subordinating conjunction. So now I'd like you to take part in this quiz and then mark it using the mark scheme. Once you've done that, like in our usual spag test, can you tick all the sentences that contain the preposition? Once you've done that, like in our spag test, we'd like you to tick the preposition or the subordinating conjunction. Now we know a subordinating conjunction is part of a sentence that adds additional information to the main clause. A subordinating conjunction is simply a word or words that is used to join subordinating clauses to another clause in the sentence. Here are your tasks for today. Following these, please make sure that you keep them all together in a lovely wallet, ready to bring in, or write them in your books, ready to bring into school. Once you've done that, we'd like you to tell us, are you feeling confident with prepositions? Now here you go. These can all be found, ladies and gentlemen, on the Year 6 Vineyard website where you found this teaching point. They are all found here, making sure that you've printed them off and you've had a go. They're all here. We don't really mind what order you complete them in, and also making sure that you choose 1 star, 2 star, 3 stars, so that's spicy, extra spicy, or extra, extra spicy. Best of luck, ladies and gentlemen, and don't forget to watch these teaching points below to support you in your learning. Speak soon, and don't forget to upload it to Jojo and ask your class teacher for any help.